today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. Henry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there on the tackle. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week: 17 carries, 69 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is fielded at the 27. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Singletary, a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Bills 3.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. We'll see how the rest of the game goes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Tannehill on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down now. It's Henry, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
At the 26. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That third down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
To throw is Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the...
That's caught inside the 20. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20.
Gain of 47 yards.
That now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And there's Vic Beasley. Always tough to block as he gets in to bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, and this one caught by Beasley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's third down.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
35-yard attempt.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13. Bills 3.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10. At their own 20.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ed Oliver made
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's Allen on first and 10. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Bills first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley.
Allen's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Yards picked up.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He finds Yeldon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Allen's pass.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's Humphries. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Bills.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary.
Devin Singletary, the Bills ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Allen to Beasley, 1st down, Buffalo. On 1st down, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
that 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Bills 1st down.
Now the 3rd-year man from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Allen's pass complete.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try and get it with Geis, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And able to find John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
John Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. 7 yards the pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
At the 26-yard line.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That one complete to Yeldon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got Smith here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And the Bills will move the chains. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So thanks to the late touch. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the pickup, brings up second.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Allen from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 28-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Derrick Henry.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Complete. Smith has it. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. It's caught, Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Complete to Lee Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Geis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd downs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Complete to
John Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. Second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Humphries. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
At the 43-yard.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. Got him in, it's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Anytime.
Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Humphries. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. To ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 27.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 6.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. And this was caught by Beasley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bills first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Then he finds Beasley complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Complete to Cole Beasley.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
And 7 at the 10-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lee Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have broken the tie.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early. And found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first down.
And the Titans getting set to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Humphreys on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught by Brown. 23 yards on the play.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Back at the 43-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Singletary again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the keeper.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.